Hey you guys, so today on Divination with D, I am going to be getting into speaking on alfalfa. We are going to delve into its health benefits. We are going to look at what it can offer you if you want to use it magically, and hopefully give you guys a little bit more insight of the different uses that you can, you know, do with alfalfa, things that you probably didn't think that you could. So you don't want to miss this. Definitely stay tuned. So today, I'm like all off topic. Today I want to talk about alfalfa, okay? And this is going to start getting into uh, some of the magical practices that I do, okay? And I wrote down a bit of extra information, trying to keep notes on everything. But if you feel like this is not going to be the video for you, then I would suggest you not watch it if you feel like it's going to trigger you, because I will be talking about some things that have to do with practicing magic, okay? And then I kind of feel like some of y'all gonna watch it anyway and use some of the things that I say and just not tell anybody. Anyway, um, talking about alfalfa. So, one of the things about alfalfa is that it fixes nitrogen in the soil and is often used during crop rotation. For that purpose, I'm trying to keep the glare uh, from being like really, really bright in my glasses. I gotta hold my head a certain way. Um, it's a feminine herb of the earth element, and it's ruled by Venus. Now, if you guys think about the word alfalfa, I know that you've heard it before. The Little Rascals, if you've ever watched that, alfalfa. And what was alfalfa all about? Love. Okay, so when you look at the attributes of alfalfa, it is a feminine herb, and it is um, ruled by Venus, like I said, which is the planet of love. All right, so that ought to give you some type of indication of how it can be used in regards to um, its magical properties. So, one of the things that you can use it for is prosperity. It brings in prosperity, it brings in employment, and it brings in love. It's good to keep a small jar of this in your cabinets. Just one cabinet. You just really just need it in one cabinet, or in a little sachet pouch. You can keep a little bit of alfalfa, like the seeds. You can keep it in your cabinet, and this is something that will help to protect your home and those that are living there from hunger, from poverty, and unhappiness. It also is good for protecting your home. You can take some alfalfa seeds and you can burn it, and then you can, or regular alfalfa, and you can then take it in the ashes, and you can sprinkle them around the border of your property to protect your home. You can also weave the strands of the alfalfa to make an amulet to protect you. Um, Let me see. Okay, so if you are using alfalfa and you want to add it to cooking, and this is using it in a magical type of way, okay, um, and it does have its health benefits, I will say that, but this is something that actually can help to ward off diseases. You can use it to bring in money into your home if you're putting it in cooking, and really it's just making sure that you have that intention set in your mind for what it is that you're using it for. And it's also good just for general grounding, if you desire that. Um, it's good for it. Now, this is like the health benefit part of it, and I'm going to get back to the magical part after this. But it's good for flushing excess water from your body, and it helps to relieve bloating. It's good for water retention, and it is very helpful in treating a urinary tract infection. So if you're, taking this, you may notice that you may have to go to the bathroom a little bit more than usual because, again, it is going to help release excess water from your body. It also helps to flush out any toxins from your body. So it's good to take if you've been dealing with some type of an illness, for a while. If you want to take it after you've had like a cold for a period of time, it's good to help because it's a good blood purifier. Um, so in that sense, if you've been sick for a little bit, it's good to take. It's also good at lowering your cholesterol. Okay, your cholesterol levels will, drop depending on how much of it you're taking. It reduces the plaque buildup also on your artery walls, and in some cases, it can aid in um, anti-inflammatory um, in your body. Can kind of help alleviate different pain that anti-inflammatory. It'll help that. Um, can also help reduce the pain from swelling because it can be used as an anti-inflammatory. Um, it's also good for digestive disorders. You can use it for things like ulcers, constipation. Um, it also helps to aid the body to absorb nutrients from other forms of foods and reduces fat production. So that might be something that you may want to keep in mind if you're on a diet, you're trying to lose some weight, get you some alfalfa, okay? Now I have to say that large amounts can disrupt, for women, large amounts can disrupt the menstrual reproductive cycle. Also, I would not recommend this be taken by women especially in large amounts, and women that are pregnant because, and I believe that it's the seeds, okay, because there's a chemical in the seed called, I'm going to get this wrong, amino acid can, cano, canavonine, canavonine, I think that's what it is. And over long periods of time, it it can cause a miscarriage. So you definitely do not want to take this if you are pregnant, like in large amounts. Um, Also, uh, there's a small quantity of the amino acid in the sprouts. This is just a bit of a warning for those that have an autoimmune disorder like lupus or rheumatoid arthritis, you want to be careful in regards to how much you take, because it can cause some kind of bad side effects for you, um, because of the amino acid cano, canon cannabinine. Okay, I'm like tripping over my words. Now, as far as the uh, magical portion of this, if you are going to use, I don't need my glasses on anymore. If you are going to use alfalfa, and I'm speaking more in terms of like the seeds, okay? Because this is something that can bring in, like I said, employment if you're looking for a job, luck when it comes to that. If it can bring in love and prosperity. So if you're going like for a bank loan or something like that, you can carry a little bit of this alfalfa in a sachet, and that can help to aid you to get that loan to grant you favor because of the properties that are in it. And the one thing that I need to say, because I know that people don't believe this, but for those of you in my magical craft practitioners, you guys understand this. But for those that aren't and don't really understand, when I say, things have certain properties, this is a reason why certain things from nature are used in different medications, I'll say, that we have. It's just that they cannot FDA approve a herb, but what they do is they take an element of it, and they make a synthesized version of it, I guess you could say, and then they're able to use that to make money off of it. So if you think of like one of the elements in like if you have a stomach ache, Pepto-Bismol, that pep is the peppermint, okay? And I don't know if I believe it is peppermint that they use in Pepto-Bismol. That's one of the things that they have because of the properties in it can be used to aid in an upset stomach. The same thing, like if you guys get these teas and they have like ginger tea, peppermint tea, all these different teas, and you'll see like what they they do. Uh, for some of y'all guys, if you're getting ginseng tea because you want to have that extra energy, the herbs have different properties, and even though they have properties in them that can aid health wise, there are also properties in them that can aid metaphysically. Okay, so we're not going to discount that part. So if you are looking to use alfalfa in a more metaphysical type of way to aid you in different things, I'm trying to let you know how you can use it. And if you don't want to tell anybody because you don't want to be looked at funny, you ain't got to tell anybody, but I'm just letting you know this is one of the things that you can, or some of the things that you can actually do magically with alfalfa, okay? You can let's see. All right, so say like if you want to use it for love, all right, to bring in love to you, you can take it and you can put it in some water, simmer it, so you can, get get out of it what's in it. And you want to drain it, and then you can take that, and when you get ready to take a bath, you can pour the content of that water in your bath water, and you want to submerge yourself as much as you can in that water, and that will help to draw love to you. If you want to use it as part of a floor sweep to bring in love into your household, or more harmony, and there's other things. It's like you don't just use alfalfa. It's like other things, and I'll at some point give like a recipe for like a floor wash, or a floor sweep, either one. But you could do a floor sweep where you would take this, mix with some other, and just the seeds of it. You would take that, mix with some other herbs, and use cornstarch, and you would sprinkle that around your house on the floor. But only um, if you're going to sweep it up. I'll tell you how you do it. If you sweep it up, you want to do it clockwise. And when I say sweep it up in a manner clockwise, I don't mean stand in the middle of the floor and go in a circle. But if you're facing this way, okay, like straight ahead, and you're sweeping this now, and let me back up. When you put it on the floor, it's best to kind of let it stay there for a while. So say you're trying to draw love into your home, and you put the alfalfa down with some other herbs and cornstarch as a base. You want to preferably leave it as long as you can, possibly like overnight. So then the next day you're gonna get up and do it like on a day where you know the next day you're gonna clean or something like that, or leave it down for like a few hours, whatever length of time you can. And so now you're sweeping it up. So say you're facing this way, and as you're sweeping, you want to go from out, the further end out, and bring it in. But you're going to sweep from like in front of you, and then on the side, like hitting all the walls around to your right. And you're going to go from your right all the way around clockwise. So you're hitting every wall, and you're bringing the content of it, and you're sweeping it in to the middle of the floor. And then you want to take it, dustpan, and put it in a I would say put it in a little bag, because I don't know how much you're going to put down, but you want to get rid of it in a very respectful way. Like tie it up, and just say like a prayer over it, like thank you for bringing more love into my home, and then dispose of it. Um, if you're going to use it in a floor wash, you can do the same thing, like I said, with the bath. If you're going to use it for your body to draw more love to you, put it in some water, let it simmer, strain it so you don't use the seeds, but you take the content of that water, and you add your whatever things that you're going to have to clean your floor. And this is more so if you're going to be hand scrubbing your floor. You want to do it clockwise. Your hand, you want it to be going like this, clockwise. You don't want to just be scrubbing and going all over. You want to do it clockwise, and you want to be very intentful with the way that you are using that water and how you are scrubbing your floor, because you want to be thinking you're bringing things in. You're bringing things in. Okay. If you do use it as a floor sweep, and you're not going to sweep it up, but you're going to vacuum it up, you want to vacuum it up the same way, clockwise, by hitting this wall, this wall, this angle, this angle, this angle, all the way, like you're counting from 12 all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and going all the way around your room until you get back up to that center point of 12. And you want to dispose of that bag respectfully. Okay, so let me think if there's anything else you could use it for. You can take a couple seeds of alfalfa. They're really small seeds. I have some, but I'm not going to dig it up right now. But if you take the alfalfa, you can take a couple seeds and you can drop a couple in your purse. And that can help to attract money to you, prosperity, keeping it in your purse. Even if you want to keep a little bit of it in a sachet and keep it on your person, like in your pocket, or ladies, you know how we have that little part on the side of our bra. You can take a little bit of that, and if you don't have a sachet, you can maybe get like a sandwich bag. You know what I'm saying? And wrap a real little bit amount of it and put it like on that side part right there. Or just as long as you have it and you carry it on you, on your being, not in your bag, but on your being, in your pocket or something like that. So I'm trying to think. That's pretty much all I have for y'all for alfalfa. And I'm gonna try to go through as many different herbs as I can. And do the whole rundown as much as I can, like I said, from A to Z of herbs, and just help you guys, be a little bit more informed in regards to how herbs can be used. The next one that I'm planning on talking about is probably going to be allspice. And I know that there's a lot of y'all that got allspice in your cabinet, and I'm going to tell you the magical properties that are in it, and the health benefits that you can get from it. So either way, and you can actually combine allspice with alfalfa if you want to draw in love and prosperity, because it is another one of those herbs that you can use to draw in positive things. Okay, so just so things don't feel like they're so foreign, or to give you guys a little bit more insight into what I use, because I guess you could say I like to practice with things that are already in the house, seasonings that we already have that we're familiar with. Maybe some for you guys that you're not so familiar with, but I tend to use a whole bunch of different types of herbs, and I will explain how those things can be used. So I don't know, maybe some of y'all can tap into y'all little you know spiritual side and see what you got going on. You might be surprised. And always use these things intentfully, knowing what it is that you're using it for and stating it. Okay, so this is the first one of the many herbs that I will be bringing to you guys. I hope that it was informative, and I hope that you guys will stay tuned for the next one. I am Ivy. I'm out.